To quote or what to quote? That is the question. What might seem like a Shakespeare line is actually one of the most interesting phenomena I have become aware of in the last years: the human desire for inspiration. What I found out and how we can use it to change us and the world around us for the better. Listen and, well, get inspired. Aloha, everyone, and welcome to your podcast for joyful serenity. My name is Pia, and I am grateful to be a part of your journey in becoming. I have often wondered, why is it that we started posting quotes under pictures or in posts on social media? Like even the party picture from the weekend gets a philosophical quote or touch. And it just came to me the last days, which is why this episode is happening right now, that we truly do live in an age of inspiration. It feels, well, at least for me, as if we are all searching for inspiration in others, in things that we do. And I feel that this consciousness has been rising. There has been a huge shift away from only being here on this earth to working 9 to 5, just doing your job, taking care of your family, which is amazing and important, of course. But I feel like there's a deeper sense of meaning for humankind, and that this consciousness and this awareness has truly changed over the last years. So I've been curious, how did that come? How did that happen? And of course, I started with myself and started to think of, when did it start? When did my urge, my need to get inspired even start? And to be honest, it came back to my childhood. I think that curiosity and inspiration are actually maybe the same thing, but definitely very similar. And this is, of course, something that we do have as children a lot. We are curious about life. We're curious about other people. We want to learn. We want to explore. And we feel this deep sense of connectedness to ourselves. We're not questioning ourselves. Am I good enough? This starts at probably 5 to 7, maybe 7 years, when the peer groups get more important. When you get into school, usually it starts with comparing yourself to others and the school system, where you get grades and you learn what is good, what is bad. And yeah, so just taking me back to my childhood and these qualities of being interested and curious, it feels like we are finally, as humanity, getting back to a point of wishing to feel the connectedness that has always been there, but that we have successfully buried under society's assumptions of what life needs to look like. And especially in the last 2 years, during the pandemic, I feel that this deeper look inside of ourselves and truly thinking about what is really important to us, when it comes down to what can I really do? What are my powers? Even if on the outside things are uncontrollable, what can I do to take care of myself, to take care of my family? And specifically, how can I serve? I feel that this sense of community has also been thriving. It's not any longer just existing. It's about, how can I thrive? How can I live fully? How can I serve and support and lift up myself and others? And I love this so much, so much. Well, dear listeners, of course, you are listening to this podcast, so you are probably also seeking for inspiration. And I want to ask you, why? Why are you seeking for inspiration? Let this be an invitation to maybe stop for a moment, even this podcast, if you can, and just close your eyes and just feel and think about this. Why are you seeking inspiration? What does it give you? This question, asking for your why, is something that I've been practicing for a long time. So everything I do, everything I say, I want to make sure it has a purpose. Everything I do, I want to know why I'm doing it. And if this why is strong enough, it will carry me through anything. With this being said, I would love to share 3 of what I think are underrated quotes that you have maybe not even heard before yet. But I want to make sure that a lot of ears get to hear those, because I feel like they have been a great inspiration to me, and hopefully they are for you too. Number 1, what you do makes a difference, and you have to decide what kind of difference you want to make. This quote is from Jane Goodall. She is an incredible inspiration to me. She's a British activist and behavioral scientist. She has been working with apes for over 60 years now. And if you have any chance to read her books or watch the movies about her, Jane Goodall, she's amazing. And what this quote means to me, what you do makes a difference, and you have to decide what kind of difference you want to make. It empowers me so much in knowing that everything I do, every word I say makes a difference, and that I have the power to decide at any given point how that difference should look like. It's in the smallest moments. It's the smallest things. But just thinking about that makes me feel very inspired. Number 2 is from Amanda Gorman. She is an incredible lyricist, author, activist from the USA. And she said, "There is always light, if only we are brave enough to see it. If only we are brave enough to be it." I'm getting goosebumps and tears in my eyes as I'm reading this to you. There's always light, if only we are brave enough to see it. Means for me opening my eyes and my heart to the light that is inside of me and around me, and being brave to let it shine, to see the good in things, to see the good in people, to see the good in myself and what I bring to the table. We can all use a little bit more Amanda in our lives, right? And last but not least, the key to success is to start before you're ready. Marie Forteo. She is also an author of the book Everything is Figure Outable, in case you want to read it. The key to success is to start before you're ready. And I could not agree more. This has been not only an inspiration, but a life advice for me. And this is also something that I am passing on to my mentees, to my coaches, to my clients, because I have been there. I've been at that point where I was like, oh, I'm not good enough. I'm not ready yet. I need to do another course. I need to take another training. I need to read another book. I need to listen to another podcast. And actually, I can tell you, we will never be ready. You will never be ready. When did you ever start something in your life when you were 100% sure of the outcome and that it would be the best way possible? When did you know? We never know. So why wait? Just start. Not only in business. Yeah, for me, it was my coaching. I was like, oh no, I have to do more. I have to learn more. Why should I do that? Like, there are enough coaches out there. Start before you're ready. Even in this process of just getting started, you will inspire people along the way. And you will figure it out while you're going. You just need to start somewhere. If you look into my YouTube videos from years ago, this is literally just me talking to the camera without any setup, without any lights. But I just started. I had no idea about YouTube. I just started. I just did that. It's also about relationships and conversations. Start before you're ready. How often did you not communicate because you thought this is not the right time, this is not the right moment? Did it ever get better? The water doesn't get any warmer when you're waiting, unless you have heated water from the pipe, whatever. So just imagine a sea. You dip your toe in it, it's cold, but if you're waiting, this will probably not get warmer. So just do it anyways. I hope this episode gave you a little inspiration. Let me know your thoughts. Like, why are you seeking inspiration? Please feel free to send me a DM on Instagram at victoriousvisions2018 or at piavictoria1. And if you would like to dive a little deeper into your soul, into your spirit, and what it is that drives you, if you want to dig deeper into inspiration and how you can find your light and share it with others, I will be very honored and happy to support you on that journey as your coach or your mentor. So if you're interested in working together with me, feel free to check out the link in the show notes and book your free 20 minutes consultation with me, where we can see what kind of magic is waiting for you. Thank you and aloha.